Hi everyone, it's Desiree. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for another video. Today I wanted to go over my envelopes and explain how I use each one. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory, but there are some that I do get questions about. So I'm just going to do a little overview of the categories that I'm using and how I use them. So I'm going to first go over my wallet. Now I always have the same, I think there's 5 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 envelopes. These always stay in my wallet. And then when I plan on using one of my other envelopes, I will pull it out of the binder and then put it in here. It's really helped me to not like spontaneously go shopping as much and really plan it out. So the ones that I always keep in here are spending. This category, I give myself usually $30 a week, and I can use it to spend on anything. Even if I have like a category that I could have taken from one of my other envelopes in another binder, this is just going to be my spending money, like no questions asked, however I want to spend it. That's usually how I use this. So that could be like if I want to go and get some crumble, maybe I'll use it for this, or even if I wanted to buy something at Target, which I do have a Target envelope, but maybe I don't have it with me, so I can just use this money because I planned on doing a spontaneous Target trip that I didn't plan for. I could just use this spending money also to keep me in check. So that way I don't like just use my card and then say, oh, I'm just gonna, pull the money out of my Target envelope and then just put it in the bank. And sometimes, honestly, I don't even remember how much I have in these envelopes that I keep at home. So again, this will keep me in line when it comes to spending, because that is the reason why I got into this whole system. Is I would just overspend on things I really didn't need to spend money on. So especially Target, that was an issue. So that's what I use spending for. It's a little bit like more of a loose category for me, just to spend however I'd like to for the week. So that is spending. And then next is groceries. Pretty self-explanatory with that one. I used to have a problem with overspending on groceries each week, which was another reason why I wanted to do some form of budgeting, and the other things that I was doing wasn't really working. This has worked very well. So groceries, always have a fixed amount in here, and I only spend that when I go to the stores. So that is groceries. It's always in here. Eating out, if I want to eat out at like fast food or something like that, just something quick, I only use the money from here. Sometimes if I've gone a couple of times to my next category, which is coffee, I usually get myself $20 in here a week. Say for instance, maybe I got a little bit extra at Starbucks, like a coffee and a drink, which can be around like $10 each visit. Maybe I can pull out of here if I want to do maybe a third visit with a coffee and a drink. Then I could pull out from eating out from this envelope if I wanted to. But mainly I use this just to go to like a drive-thru or something really quick to pick up if I don't want to like cook or if I'm too busy to like, get something together for myself. So that one is eating out. I already kind of went over coffee. Now this one I use a little bit differently, because all of this stuff so far I do use cash as much as possible to pay out of. But coffee, I like to use my app, my Starbucks app, because you get double rewards. So I always reload my Starbucks app. And usually when I do get coffee, it is at work. So what I'll do is reload $10. And this is why I always put 2 10s in here, because if I reload, I can just take one of these 10s out of here, and then I just usually just put it in this back pocket right here and then take it back to the bank. That's how I do a non-cash transaction when it comes to one of my envelopes. And there has been a week, I think maybe once or twice, where I didn't spend the full $20 from here. So then I would just use this as money that would go into a savings challenge. So that's why I like to do the 2 10s instead of just doing a 20 and just reloading 20, because then there might be a week where I just don't go that often. So I'd rather just put that money into savings and like put it into Starbucks. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me. So that's how I use coffee. And then buffer is, I usually put $10 in here, and it's just extra money in case like maybe I'm $1 short over here, or maybe I need to break, like I have a 5 in one of my envelopes in here, but I just need like 1. I can make change because I always put a 5 and then I do 5 1s. And this one doesn't get used as much. Sometimes I do pull from it and maybe I've spent the whole thing, but for the most part I pull only like a couple bucks from here, and then I'm left with the rest to put into savings challenges. So that's how I use buffer. So that is a little overview of my wallet and how I use it on a weekly basis. And then like I said, if I was planning on going to Target, then I would go into this envelope over here, or this binder over here, go to Target, which is this one, and then I would just, this is what I usually do. If I plan on going to Target, then I will stick it back here. And then maybe I wanna, you know, now at Target they have Ulta, so maybe I can pull the beauty one, and I can do beauty and Target, or like home decor if I wanted to. So I can pull out the ones that of the stores that I plan on going to, and the categories that I plan on using. I can pull them out and put them in my wallet. I don't like carrying them all in here because it's a lot. I do have a lot of different categories and a lot of money in each one. So I only like to pull the ones that I know I'm going to go to the store to. And like I said earlier, it helps me to really plan out my shopping, which also helps me to not overspend, because I go in with an idea of what I plan on spending that money on. So I don't want to have all of my envelopes with me. These all stay in a safe. So I keep them at home in a safe, and that's how I store these. All right, so that's my wallet. Now I'm gonna go over, I have 2 binders. So I have this one right here, which is more of my short-term sinking funds that I put money into. This one I pull from a lot. When you see the categories, they're categories that I might go and spend throughout the week if I plan on doing that. This one is more of like a long-term binder. So this one will have higher amounts of money in here because I've been saving for a bit and I really don't spend from this. This is more of like something that has like a goal at the end when it comes to me purchasing something. So the first one I have is Disney. Now I do have a Disney pass. So I try to go to Disney about twice a month. I live in San Diego, so I'm only like an hour and a half away from Disney, and I have a bunch of friends who have passes. My sister has a pass, so we've been going quite a bit. So I like to put money into here because I can use this to pay for food if I want to get a souvenir. I usually like to get a little something every time I go, but it's mainly food. And also if I have to pay for parking, I will use this money to pay for that. So that is Disney. Family, whenever I want to do something fun with my family or maybe want to treat them to something, I will use this family envelope to do that. Or even honestly, sometimes like I'll ask my mom if I'm going to Target, and if she wants me to pick something up for her, I usually go and grab it for her, and I don't ask her to pay me back or anything like that. So I'll sometimes use the money from here to pay for things like that she wants me to pick up at the store. So I use this for fun, but then also for necessities that maybe my family might need. Try to help them out because they've been very helpful to me in the past, and they're amazing. Love them. So got family, and then household. This is for items, mainly like kind of cleaning items, cleaning products, like toilet paper, paper towels, paper goods. Anything that I would need for the house, this is what I would use for out of household. And then I have Target, which this one, it can be anything at Target, honestly. Even if it's like a household thing, maybe I need a little bit extra money from Target, I can use it from there. My envelopes, how I pull from them, it just depends on how I want to like pull from the money. So sometimes if I'm getting toilet paper, I try to pull it out of here, but say if I didn't have enough in household, then I would just pull it from Target if I'm going to Target. That's usually where I buy it sometimes, just because it's a little bit quicker. But yeah, mainly this one is for the Target bullseye section. They've got a bunch of cute stuff over there, like, you know, for $5 or sometimes $1, $3. So I like to spend from there, and in the past, this was one of my problems because I would just overspend in that section because, again, it's really cheap and they have the cutest stuff, especially during the seasonal time of like Halloween, fall, and Christmas. They have really, really cute stuff. So I really try to pull from here when it comes to that category, even though I do have another category, which you'll see in later on, that I could pull from Target. If I'm at Target, I'm gonna try to pull from Target when I'm spending, unless it's groceries or, like I said, sometimes household. But when it comes to like decorative stuff and things like that, I try to pull from here. So that's how I use Target, just again to keep me in line at Target, because that was an issue in the past, was overspending a lot at Target. So this has really, really helped to have this in my cash envelope system. It just makes me more mindful of how I'm spending money there. All right, beauty, that's going to be anything that has to do with beauty stuff. So shampoo and anything like hair related, face related. I like to buy really nice face creams, moisturizers, face wash, like all that kind of stuff. That'll come out of here. Beauty. Home decor. This is anything decorative that comes into my place. I love decorating, so usually I try to spend this money when I go to like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls, those kinds of stores. I didn't want to have an envelope that was like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, IKEA, like that kind of stuff. So it's like a broad home decor type of envelope where I could pull the money from just to get like decorative pieces, blankets, pillows. Sometimes I like to change those out seasonally. So that would come out of home decor. Content. So content, since I have a channel and I do a lot of like PR for other companies, and sometimes I like to do certain types of planner spreads. If you watch my channel for like the planner related content, then you know what I'm talking about. But sometimes I need to go to Joann and buy maybe some scrapbook paper, a specific kind of scrapbook paper, or maybe I want to do like a Dollar Tree haul because those are really popular. So I will use this money right here to fund that stuff. Anything that has to do with making content here on my channel, anything I have to buy extra to do that. I'm super fortunate that like a lot of companies send me product that I'm able to use, but so I don't have to spend too much. But for those other videos where I don't receive content, like Dollar Tree, and I just did a Five Below haul, those types of things I fund myself, and I fund from this content one. So that is how I use this one. Planner stuff, again, this is predominantly a planner channel, and I do like to buy myself some planner stuff. Again, I do receive a lot of product, so I don't have to spend too much when it comes to planner stuff, but I don't always receive all the product that, especially like Happy Planner, they don't send us everything from releases because there's just way too much stuff. So if there's things that I wasn't able to get from them, then I definitely will use the money from here. Or like I bought this cute little charm from one of my friends, which is like a little decorative planner charm, things like this, cute little stuff like this. I'm also using this envelope to buy stuff when it comes to cash envelope stuffing. So it's going both ways. I don't know, I might have to change this to like hobbies or something else instead of like planner, because now I'm using it for cute like cash envelope system type products. So that's how I've been using this one, planner stuff. Holiday decor. Again, this is for decorative things around my place, but holiday specific. My main holidays that I like to decorate for are Halloween and Christmas. Sometimes I get stuff for other holidays, but I don't spend as much, but Halloween and Christmas are the ones, and like winter and that type of stuff, those are the ones that I spend the most from. So I felt like I needed to have a separate category to like save throughout the year for just holiday decor, because I just love it so much. So that's why I have a separate one from home decor. So that is holiday decor. And then Costco is for Costco. I really don't go to Costco very much. It's just myself that I have to worry about. And I don't need to go to Costco every week or every 2 weeks, but I do try to go at least like maybe once every month or so. So in the meantime, I do save so that way I can do that Costco trip. I need to actually start buying like toilet paper and paper towels from here because it's so much cheaper and better. I might start doing that with this envelope. So that is a Costco envelope. And this one I actually have been using. I got a suggestion on one of my videos, my early videos when I started this whole journey, to use the rollover money or the extra money from groceries that I have left over and put it in Costco. So I've been doing that. Like if I have extra money from here at the end of the week, I just put it into Costco. So that has been working out very nicely to build this one up. I just did a big Costco shopping trip a few weeks ago. So that one's a really good one. Clothing is for clothing, but also for like if I want to buy shoes. I've used this to buy shoes and like accessories too. Like I had to buy sunglasses, so I used this envelope to fund that. So things like that, anything like apparel related, I just use clothing to buy that stuff. And then I have an extra debt envelope. This one has been very, very handy because I do have some debt left. I started off before this, like a few years ago, I was in a lot of credit card debt. I had like 20 grand and I was just making like the minimum payments, and it was a lot. But I was able to pay down the majority of it. I have like about 4 grand left, I think. And I just started this envelope, I think a couple months ago. And I've just been putting money into it each week. Last month I had about a little over $300 for extra debt, so that really helped to pay down my lowest credit card, which I think in a couple months I'll be done paying it. So I usually make my own payment, a separate payment already every month. This is just extra debt payment that I can make with that other payment. So at the end of the month, I will take this money out, deposit it, and make a payment for that credit card. So I'm really excited because, like I said, in a couple months I'll be done with my lowest credit card, and then I will just have one more credit card to pay off. I think I had 5 when I had all my debt and I was only making a minimum payments. I had like 5 credit cards. So now I'm only down to 2 and I'm almost down to 1. So yeah, extra debt. Love that envelope. That one has been super useful. And I actually, when I do cash planning and cash stuffing, I put the most I can for the week into this envelope. So that is extra debt. All right, so that is my, what did I call this? Like short-term type of sinking funds that I pull from each week. I will go through here, and if I want to make, a trip to go get some toilet paper or paper towels, I'll pull out household. If I want to go to Target, I'll pull out Target. I kind of go through this one a little bit more than the next one. All right, so that is that binder. And then this is more of the long-term one. So this one's gonna have like higher amounts in here. So the first one is electronics. I'm trying to save for a desktop. It's not like a huge priority for me, so when it gets saved, it'll be saved. But I do have this electronics envelope. I actually just used this recently to buy myself a new phone case because that was a little bit pricey, but mine was broken. So even things like accessories for electronics, I'm using this envelope to pay for those things. So that's electronics. Auto repair, I think I don't know, I like this envelope because in the past, auto repair, some of the things that I've had to fix on my car have been pretty expensive, or maintain on my car have been expensive. I've had it for a few years, and it's like at 100,000 miles, so it just got a big maintenance fix, or I don't know what to call it, repair, recently, and it was about like $400. So I'm saving now for things like that. Also for tires. I just got tires recently, so I won't have that happen anytime soon. But when it does happen, I will have the money for that in here. But I also kind of want to use this money to pay for things like car washes and things that I would need for the car. Maybe I will do a different envelope that says auto care. So this one would just be for repair, and then I can have another one that's auto care. But for right now, I am pulling from this one if I need like a car wash or anything car related. I have been pulling from auto repair. Furniture, that's anything furniture related that I want to purchase for my place. This one, my next purchase I want to do is like a coffee bar, also a new chair for my desk. So things like that I will pull from furniture, like bigger items. I don't consider those as like home decor. I wouldn't pull them from the home decor envelope that I showed earlier. Furniture will get pulled out of this one. Gifts, self-explanatory for gifts. For birthdays though, this is birthday gifts. I think those are the only kind of gifts I give, or if I want to give somebody a gift for whatever reason, maybe it's to celebrate them like graduating, or my sister and her family just bought a house, so like a housewarming gift or something like that. So that'll come out of gifts. Christmas, this is my Christmas money that I'm saving, so this will be used to buy Christmas gifts, or Christmas gifts. I think that's what I'm going to use just this for. I don't know if I'm going to use it for kind of like baking. I like to bake sometimes, so I think I'm going to keep this to gifts though. Christmas. Registration is for my tags, for my car tags for the year. We have to pay them every year, and I am saving for next year. So they're not due until March, and this one's the only one that I really have a true goal in mind when it comes to the amount I'm saving towards. So for this one, it's $230. I'm already at $160, and I'll be done with this probably by the end of the year, so I won't have to worry about stuffing it anymore, so I'm excited about that. But I'm super happy that I have already almost to that goal to save a registration, because it can be a lot each month or each year. So that is registration. Emergency is for anything emergency related that comes up. I haven't had to use this yet, thankfully, but I like that this money is here just in case I did need to use it. So that is emergency. And then this one is treat yourself. So this is to just treat myself. I actually just use this money to treat myself to something very nice. So it's just something that I'm saving towards to, spoil myself a little bit. So that is treat yourself. All right, so those are all of my long-term envelopes that I have in my binder system. And that is everything, because this one right here, the only one that I have in here, it's not really an envelope, but I do have a Go Wild one. That one, I've been loving having this, but all of these are all savings challenges. So just whenever I have extra money that I can save, it's fun to do it this way when it comes to saving, because I feel like just saving on its own is kind of boring, and I don't have like an incentive or initiative to save. But when it comes to like checking things off, coloring things in. This one's fun, like a roll the dice one. This has been a huge motivator to get me to spend, because sometimes, honestly, even in my wallet, I'll have like spending money, but maybe I have like maybe a 5 or a few ones, and then I'll look in there and be like, you know what? I don't want to spend that money because I kind of want it to go over into my challenges. So again, it's keeping me in line from overspending, really thinking about how I'm spending my money, which I really appreciate. So having a lot of fun with this, saving a lot, and not overspending has been amazing, amazing, amazing for me. And I think I've only been doing this for 5-ish months, and it's been working out very, very well for me. So yeah, I just wanted to share my categories and my envelopes and how I'm using them, how I'm pulling from them when I do pull from them. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, I try to put out a few videos each week when it comes to like this budget related stuff. So definitely check out my channel. I have other content planner stuff, hauls, and all that fun things. So definitely check it out and make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next video.